Hi, 'tis I, Crimson. We are back again on this Friday for some Sims 4. Yay! Harbinger, it looks like you subscribed for 4 months now. Woo! Chaos! Yay! Okay, tonight we are going to be playing Sims 4. We're going to be starting off in Strangerville, and we're going to try and kill the big bad mama plant. Dr. D, you've been around for quite some time. You should know why Crimson's voice sounds sick. Yes, you do know this voice, Dr. D. Can you guess?
It doesn't help that I started laughing.
Shut! Shh! They're gonna hear you. Shut up! Okay. So how's everybody doing tonight? Hi, Dr. D. Yes, you got it. This is the Crimson of Chaos's mother. So I hope you guys all had fun with our April Fools. We are going to have a good time tonight. Bear with me as I figure. Okay, what do I do now? As it says, I know exactly what I'm doing as long as I'm playing Sims.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Just a reminder, everyone, this game does contain elements of flashing, so do be careful if you have photosensitivity or epilepsy. Stream might be best to listen to rather than watch. Fight scenes tends to be where most of fight it. There's other things that happen that make splashings.
Okay, did you guys hear her?
I can see the fact that they can hear me.
Okay. So, yeah. Mainly for this game, flashing will happen if we get any firecrackers. They usually sparkle and shoot off into the sky and light up and flash. So, there's not going to be too much in other rounds for flashing. So, I need to see. I need that
I'm making
bigger.
it bigger.
Okay.
There you go.
So, when you first start in with Strangerville, as soon as you make your first character, you get this little welcome message. It says, "Welcome to Strangerville. The only thing stranger than the people is the flora." Soon after moving in, the town slogan is starting to make sense to you. Some of the locals are acting a bit suspicious, and there are large numbers of military and scientists in the town. Try asking people about Strangerville. They might be able to shed some light on the strange situation. So, okay, how do I get out of that screen?
1 second.
Bye.
Hello?
Lurk making dinner. Thank you, Hair. Okay, we can close that. Open this. Do this. Hair's making dinner.
Thank you for lurking here, and enjoy listening to how to run this, okay? All right. So here we are in our little town. I just wanted to show you quickly the starting off for this particular lot that we're in is actually just this portion right here. I went ahead and I pulled it out a little. I pulled it out 2 more squares and then just added the roofing so that it looks nicely. But if you do end up going in here, you're going to have just a single bed, and it's going to start right here is where it's going to end for you guys. But I added a nice little Murphy bed and a computer so that my person can do his computer stuff. I took out, well, I didn't take out, I added a chess set and I moved the two chairs that were over here to sit at my chest set, and then I added rocking chairs. And the rocking chairs are from the Knit, Knit Nifty pack. So, uh, this section right here and the Murphy beds and the little stand that the TV is on are from the tiny living, and then this listening station is from the Strangerville pack. So that should be all the packs that are. Uh, this uh, guitar that I have is actually from the camping pack. So I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's the vacation uh, camping set. So, okay, so first off, to look at what we're doing is our aspiration is to do the Strangerville mystery. So we need to go around and talk to 5 Sims, buy a curio at the curio shop, and examine uh, examine the sealed door at the secret lab. Oh, thank you, Dr. D. I'm nervous as all get up. So, um, what you can do if you actually look around town and everything. Let's see, where am I? Where are my buttons? There we go. See if I can actually see it. This blue crater right back here is actually where the secret lab is. So, and I'm not sure, but I'm fairly sure that this section over here that you can see is actually where the scientists work. If you have the when you get the scientist career.
Yeah. So Dr. D says, I could tell. Audie says, no need to be nervous. Crimson has a great community.
Yeah. So no, it's just that I'm online and it's like nerves. It's just nerves. This is one of my favorite characters right here. This is the Cahill home, and he he's an elder and he hates everybody and he's paranoid, so he likes to live underground. So his house is actually underneath the airplane. But when I'm going after the mother plant, I love this little trailer parks lot because the curio shop is right there, and then you have your little neighborhood, the 8 Bells for the bar that you can visit, and then over here is the library. So it's like everything you need is right near where you're at. So it is nighttime. We're at midnight, so there's absolutely nothing we can really do unless the curio shop person is in. So let's get moving and see. Yes. So we can actually talk to this guy right here, and we're going to start by talking about Strangeville. Oh, it's like someone's talking to me. It's just the curio shop dude. Come on, Dexter, run your butt. I know you're wearing your cowboy boots, but you can run faster than that.
Oh, dolphins for Buddha.
Peter, out!
All right, so you should really check out the secret lab. I hear there are strange things going on there. You should be able to sneak in, through the back gate, so you can go in through the back gate. Oh, look, I'm hungry. so, and then should be. Don't I can't I? Oh, there. So always haggle, whether you get it or not. Always haggle. Because if you can get things for cheaper, why not, right? Oh, denied. So technically, when you go to the curio shop and you have to buy stuff, there's a couple of things that you might. There's a couple of things that are really important. Your little spy bugs, especially if you don't have your listening device down yet, you want to buy those. So we'll just start with one. The bazaar fruit, you're going to need a whole bunch of those, so it's always nice to buy one for now. But there's other things you can buy, posters and little decorations and a lava lamp, books to read, more decorations of little cow type things. So, but I'm just gonna go with those two for right now because once I get in, I should be able to get the plants for free. Now, our strange flora is.
I can't share my own channel.
You can't share your own channel?
It won't let me.
I'm sorry. So these wild plants, you can take a photo of them.
Which soda did I open?
Why they're little. I don't know which soda you opened.
Don't pay attention to what you're doing.
I am. One of the other things that's nice about this spot is if you happen to like to do collecting, you can come over to the nature and do the curator, and you can dig up. There's 3 spots in here that you can go through and dig up daily to collect items.
Bye.
Bye. Who said bye?
Aki.
Oh, bye, Aki. Thanks for watching.
The lurk. Thanks for the lurk.
Oh, thanks for the lurk.
That's the alert noise for lurking.
Oh, okay. Bye? Bye is like leaving.
No, it's so what happens on stream is a thing pops up that shows King George from Hamilton.
Oh,
and it
okay.
says bye, and he walks off stage.
All right.
Because when he
Okay.
comes back, it says, "Did you miss me?"
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me for not knowing things. Oh, look, I got a treasure map, so we'll dig for treasure on that one. So now, if you notice, I switched over from what I was working on to something else, and that's perfectly fine when you're playing Sims. You can work on more aspirations at one time than just what you're actually trying for. And it'll keep track. So like if I were to go to the gym to work out, I could come over here to the athletics and go to the bodybuilder and go to the gym and get points for that. The nice thing about the points is that you can come into the store and get special upgrades on your uh, like increased friendship and bladder control, which we all need, right? Making more money when you're crafting things.
Dr. D redeems drink something.
Oh, drink something? Absolutely. I have my tea right here.
Thank you, Dr. D.
Thank you, Dr. D. All right, I have hydrated. All right, so those are just some little things. Right now I only have 50 points, so we're not going to do anything, and I'm starving to death.
Hit O and you can go over to your thingamajiggy basket. The
Huh?
emotes. If you hit O on the thingamajiggy keyboard.
Oh, on what?
O on the keyboard.
Oh, on the keyboard.
It's the fast thing for your Okay, fine, I'm sorry. Just trying to help.
Oh, look, I'm playing video games on my phone. Let's go get some food. And then I think we'll put the Murphy bed down and we'll go to sleep and hope the Murphy bed doesn't kill us, right? Let's have garden salad because we don't want to burn our house down either.
Ask Dr. D if you had dinner yet.
Dr. D, have you had dinner yet?
If so, what did you have? Too bad Aki and Hera are lurking.
I have to tell you guys about dinner. Let me tell you about dinner. So, my plan tonight was to make clam chowder because Audrey likes, or Crimson likes, my bad. Crimson likes clam chowder, and Lurking Gopher likes clam chowder. Yes, and oh, you did have food? Good. Well, oh, I forgot he's crazy. He's telling himself a story while he's cooking. So, um, so anyways, I pull out my clams and I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is kind of looks weird. And it just so happened that I bought a seafood medley instead of just clams. So we ended up having clam chowder with mussels, shrimp, and calamari in it. Still turned out really good, but I kind of April fooled myself. So, hey, uh, shoot. Crimson ran away, and I don't know if anybody asked me any questions or anything, because all I see is The Sims. So
No, like I said, you see where it says live and then
it's yeah, I see live in 5. So
nice. GG, fam.
yeah, I did good. I have 5 people watching me. I'm doing good. Yay!
It's probably gonna be kind of slow for a hot minute because like everything's streaming right now.
Oh, that's fine.
But that's okay. You have Dr. D.
I have Dr. D, and I have
Aki and Hera when they come back from dinner.
have Augie and Hare lurking right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, I don't know who the other 2 are.
Okay.
Oh, that is not okay. I should know who all's watching. That's not.
I don't have multiple screens to be able to see my
Oh,
viewer list.
well, okay.
But you can thank them
The other 2 that are watching and listening to me being chaos, I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining the Tiger Jungle tonight. Hey, I survived. I didn't get crushed by the bed. So we're going to go to sleep. And hopefully I don't have a stereo, because if you have a stereo when you're in a studio apartment, the stereo will keep you up, or if somebody turns on the TV, it'll wake you up. It's not fun, especially when you're really tired. Oh. Okay. He's not only is he crazy, but he's also a genius. So Point is a come back here. Point is a genius. Genius Sims are more focused for mental pursuits, which they require to remain happy. Yay! So anything that ups your skill levels will make your sim happy when you're when you are a genius sim. They prefer logic over anything else. So I'm going back to my Strangeville. Let's see, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. We are just going to take a shower, and then I think we'll probably just play the guitar for a while and see if the welcome wagon shows up. Because we really want the welcome wagon. We want our fruitcake. There it is. Okay. Check these Sims out. These Sims are so cool. You thought my Sim was crazy? Check out this chick right here. How's that for a face? Leslie Holland. She is in with the electric artist. If you ever want to play her in the Strangerville, there should be a couple more showing up. This guy is that's a neighbor, Ross Morgan. He is NPC, and then Ted Roswell. You can also play him. He lives up on the mountain along with Holland or Holland. Okay, you want to hurry up? There we go. Now there's a reason why I really wanted to introduce myself to these guys because these guys are fun. Not what happens afterwards. Hi, Vader.
Oh, Sababa. Ah, kangaroo.
So now I've invited my neighbors in, and we can try and talk to them. It's not gonna happen. So you can try to talk.
Harmony.
These poor guys, when they go downstairs, they look like they're breaking themselves in half. So, accept her, blah blah, and all will be well. Oh, and here's the other playable sim right here, Jessica Sigworth. She's actually truly a neighbor. She lives in one of these two houses. That one. She lives in this house right here. So, with her family, she has a husband and a daughter. So, and she is a military sim. So, if you ever wanted to look at the military track, she's a good person to start off with. Um, Holiday is or Holland, Leslie Holland. She is a freelance book writer, and then Ted doesn't really have a job, but if he does, he would start off with like in a business track or something because he wants to be rich and famous. So, well, he wants to be rich. Doesn't care about the fame. He just wants to be rich. So, when these guys are visiting, and if you do decide to welcome them into your home for the welcome party, uh, if you keep an eye out for them, especially if you have planters around, they will drop off bizarre fruits in them. See, there's one right there. So you can stop them before they plant it, and then pick it. Oh, I can't pick it up. You sometimes you can. They must still be playing with it because if they don't plant it, then you can pick it up and add it into your inventory, and then you get more bizarre fruits. So, look, I like video gaming. Yes, yes, I do. Are you gonna? Are you doing? Yeah, I missed that one also. Ooh, did they put one in my refrigerator? Nope. So yeah, you can try and talk to them, but they pretty much. Oops, not. Let's not cook together. They all pretty much just tell you to go to join them with the mother plant. Um, I don't. You can try and snap them out of it. Oh, he just went into my refrigerator. Ha 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 ha! 5 of them! Woohoo! Now I haven't done this before with because I never caught them putting the seeds into my refrigerator. So finding out afterwards, after the welcome party, which is almost over, when the men in black come, see what happens since I took the stuff out of my refrigerator. So we'll just let him play video games while these guys are conversing in plant talk.
Cool, cool. Woo!
Where'd they put my... Oh, there's my fruitcake. Hey, Point, do you like fruitcake? Being a crazy sim, do you actually like fruitcake? I always like to try and figure out which sims are crazy enough to like fruitcake, because I don't know if anybody out there likes fruitcake. I just find... Oh, good, he doesn't like fruitcake. It's too sweet for me, and I don't like the
Troy.
pickled fruits or whatever goes in it. So join us in the crater, and they leave. And then shortly, now any of the Sims walking around town that are like this, you do not want to talk to them. You can't talk to them. So talking to them will not help you at all in your aspiration. Why is Cahill? Oh, there's the men in black. As you can see, they've come and taken away the bizarre plants that got, or fruit that got planted. And they stole my refrigerator. At least they paid for it. But now I no longer have a way to cook, except for my grill. Oh, Andy's gonna give... Andy played a prank on me. He told me I was gonna die. How rude. And they leave you a nice little note. And the note says, traces of infection have been detected in the refrigerator. We have confiscated it for future investigation. Please refrain from going near the secret lab and have a nice day. Your friendly neighborhood secret agents. Isn't that... Aren't they nice? Oh, I always think, how rude. He stole my refrigerator. So I'm just going to buy a new one. And since I have some nice... It's like, which one do I want to buy? I usually like to try and find one that's functional off the grid. Because when you forget to pay your bills, it's always nice to be able to get into your refrigerator and get yourself some food. I'll go with this one. Yeah, I don't like that one. Let's go with the witch. Yay! Okay. So with the listening device, you can always purchase your bugs here too, so you don't have to run over to the curio shop to get it every time. So I'm just going to grab about 5 more. And now we want to run around town, since all our welcome stuff is over. If you don't have people out and about, usually there's a scientist running around near the library and stuff, but since we're just starting, it doesn't look like I have too many people running around, so we'll just go hang out at the bar. Come on, visit the bar. I'm just going by myself, thank you very much. We can have some drinks, talk to the bartender, wait for the military people to show up, and we can get all our talking to find out about Strangeville done. Handy Sims use woodworking tables to make their own furniture and sculptures. If you play your guitar or violin enough and you have you get up to skill level 8 on guitar and violin and you have your woodworking, you can make your own violin and guitar. So which is kind of nice. So we'll talk to you.
Oh.
I have this thing for pretty eyes. I don't like the darker eyes because it's like every NPC sim has uh the really dark eyes or the brown eyes. So I look around to find when I'm looking for a partner for my sim, I try to find the lighter color eyes because I think they're better. Oh, the snow festival. How rude. And we'll go ahead and see if we can also plant a bug on her. Did you tell me about Strangeville? Hey, woman. Now you'll notice she'll have this little blinking on her back. That's because I planted a bug on her. So let's get. We'll plant a bug on him too. He's a civilian. Let me see if I can find a nice spot so that you can actually see him plant the bug. And there we go. Why are you so angry? Okay, oh, forgot that I talked to her about Strangeville, so forgot what her name was, but you may have heard rumors about an explosion at the secret lab in the crater. Totally false. There's nothing interesting going on there at all. Move along. Okay, and then have you checked out the curio shop near the trailer park? Yes, I have. I hear they have a secret inventory that might be worth checking out. Oh, I forgot to check the secret inventory, but I don't really need that yet. So we have a few more people we need to talk to. Let's try another. We'll try another military dude. I could run over to the library to talk to the scientists. If you guys are interested in the scientists. I forgot who I was talking to. There's nothing interesting at the secret lab in the crater, especially not in in the basement. Do not bother going there. My goodness. Let's travel over to the uh, we'll travel over to the library. And oh, anybody around town that you see wearing a hat is a con, uh, conspiracy theory person. Theorist. I can't talk. So you can't read, I can't talk. We're good. And they're usually the people that you will find in the curio shop. So whee. And people in the white coats are your scientists. I'm laughing. The library is a nice place for collecting evidence. Like you can read about, you can search through the archives. It's kind of like when if you have the magic realm, uh, their bookshelves, you can actually search for tombs, and sometimes you'll find you'll either get a free book or you might end up with a familiar. So in the library, you get to search for evidence, so to speak, and that'll help you with along with your quest, and it will also you can also earn money by turning in your evidence. So okay, so we finished that. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna go look at the secret lab. Yay! Are you guys ready for this? The secret lab? I'm gonna hydrate. So, our secret lab is here where it says the lab secret lab. And the nice thing is when you travel, you magically get put at the back door so that you can get in. Yep, I saw that. Dr. D says, SpongeBob voice, I'm ready, I'm ready. I can't do SpongeBob, I'm sorry. So here we are at the back of the lab, and we're supposed to look at this door right here where it says examine. Don't you just love the heartbeat that's going on in the background? So there's our big old door. If you want to see what the interior looks like, there's the decorations. I just don't like the walls up when I'm playing Sims, so I always put them down. Yay! This door is locked. Looks like it requires a key card. Someone around town might know how to get one. Before leaving, poke around the secret lab and gather more information. Yay! There's a new notebook entry added. What happened in our notebook? Find the key card to open the secret lab door. Woo! That was so much information. I really needed to write that down in my notebook, right? So now, all these little spots right here, you can search for evidence. You can search for it on the computer, but you need to have your hacking skill up to 3, and I didn't work on that. So I can't look in the computers. And there are lots. Luckily, it will highlight so you know which ones are just trash and which ones are actually stuff you can look through for evidence. Oh, I forgot. I kind of need to keep an eye on my body functions, huh? There's some over here. I don't know if these bookshelves. I never. No, those bookshelves don't. There is a bathroom in here if you need to use one, or there used to be. Yeah, there's the bathroom. There, yeah. So there's actually 2, and there's also. I thought there was food. Yes, you can also cook if you get hungry. There are some interesting sounds that I haven't heard before, but I can hear them through the earphones.
I was gonna say, I can't hear shit.
Like I never noticed that when you actually like show up here, there's like humming through these pipes and everything, and then when you like first get to drop in, there's like a heartbeat going. I know this is kind of boring, just searching around for evidence, but it's got to be done. Search for evidence. And search for evidence. I know I should probably fast forward because I don't do that very often. I like to just kind of chill and watch my Sims do things, but for time's sake, we should probably go faster.
You're at 45 minutes.
Yeah, unless my Sims are sleeping or out of town, I have issues going fast because I always feel like I'm missing something. I also have a habit of stopping to check and make sure I got everything I need. So, okay, so we're done here. So now we'll just go back home. And we have 9 of the 15 evidence pieces that we need. But there's some stuff at home that we can do. I think I planted 3 bugs, was that right? So with our planted bugs, we come over to our little listening device and we listen in on. Oh yeah, I only planted 2. Do we want to listen in on Kaylee or Rin? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger. He's tiger. Listening in on people will also give you evidence. So,
Catch a whole ass tiger.
right? I didn't even catch his toe. I caught the whole thing. This letter, if you like, you can put it in your inventory and just let it sit there and rot. It doesn't do anything. Oh, look. Let's see which Sim similar or whatever the sim trophy statue. Yeah. Come on, Doctor. I forgot what his name was. It's not Doctor D. I know that much.
Short. Ooh.
I acquired the logic skill, so I'm getting smart. Oh, we got two more for our. Well, we can't put them in my house because unless I can put them down here. Yeah. So we got the little the space alien dude. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. Okay. Oh, I have to pee. And I'm eating the disgusting fruitcake and saying, why am I eating this? Because I'm hungry. Because I make bad choices because I'm crazy. Let's see. I told him my favorite color is blue, but it's not. It's yellow. well, well, Ren, that was really helpful thing,
You know the truth. He likes the color yellow.
right?
If he tells you it's blue, it's actually yellow.
And that should have given it. Nope, that didn't give my points? How rude. Open the sealed door. I need to go back to 8 bells. But we're gonna listen in. We're gonna listen in on Kaylee and see if she has anything exciting to tell us. Being a military personnel. Is my curio shop dude there? Yeah, he is. So these are always nice too because they give you things like evidence can be found all over Strangeville, search boxes and papers at the secret lab, search Strangeville archives at the library, question sims around Strangerville, buy a listening device and listen in on scientists and military personnel. That's why that one didn't count, was because he wasn't a scientist. Then to do the dossier, collect the evidence throughout Strangerville, compile a Strangerville dossier. The secret lab might be a good place to start for evidence. How tired are we? Okay, let's see what she had to say. I know what the colonel said, but come on, the people have to know what's going on in that crater. Yay! Point received, Strangerville evidence, top secret audio recording. And I go and play video games again. Point? That's not cool. Now, I think he will tell me. Okay, so he has a key card, so we'll request a key card. Let's see what happens when we request a key card. It has been a while since I have played this. It's gone after the mother plant, so I don't remember. I know what I need to do, but I don't remember all of the how to get the key card. I think I can get one from him. He might sell it to you, and then I think if you talk to the military people, if you fight them, they'll send you one in the mail. So yeah, you have to win. You can't just fight them and be like, yay, I get a key card now. No, you have to beat them up and win the fight. So I think I have a key card in my secret inventory. I will find, I will only sell this to you if you can prove you are committed to the Strangerville investigation. Maybe if you have a secret dossier. So you can buy it from him, but you have to do that dossier. So you have to collect your 15 pieces of evidence and then.
Crude calculu.
Hey,
Hey,
let's plant a bug. You're already blinking. We'll plant more bugs on you.
Ah, sweetie.
A nice hug. Aw,
Second.
love you so much. Thank you.
Sounds
And he's like, "What'd you do?" Erin Prize didn't notice the bug being planted. I haven't had anybody notice me planting the bug.
Ranlo Rangoya.
If you like their hat,
Minaya, Cliff
I do believe
Ah, Noshaba. Overrim. Spolip Lamena.
there's a buy clothing here.
About
So you can buy your tinfoil hat if you like. You can
Chupa.
also buy their shirt.
Chupa.
Um, you can buy and wear, and you can also buy and wear. So let's have some fun. As much as I love my cowboy hat, let's buy and wear
And a Zook.
a tin hat.
Ranlo Rangoya.
There we go. We got the orange one. And we can also change our shirt. So
Yodi Bibna. Yodi Bibna.
let's buy and wear a novelty t-shirt.
Chupa. Yamba Chupa. Perfa Fazoo. Fazoo. Chupa.
Yanazoy.
Glosh Sufa.
Starboin.
Now that I've bought these are the only ways that you can actually wear these shirts and everything. But since we've done it, I don't think I have testing sheets on, right? Yeah, no. If you have testing sheets on, you can shift and right click on your sim and then modify and cast, and you can change your clothing, or you can do just the normal thing of running back home to any mirror. And I don't have a mirror. I have no way of changing my clothes. What the? Well, that's kind of sad. Okay, well, never mind. Let's go sleep because we are tired and we'll start a new day. Whee! Go night night. Run! I love it. I love those little bunny slippers. Those are the best. Why are you telling me that you're leaving now? Just because I gave you a hug? And we'll just have let's have a quick meal of applesauce so that we can get on our day, go check out things in the library. Are you guys enjoying this? Is this fun? I always have fun playing Sims. I play Sims for hours and hours and hours. I usually have testing sheets on though, because especially when I'm dealing with toddlers, because being able to fix them up. Oh, dude, totally forgot. I forgot to vote on the neighborhood action. Dude, I might have to turn on testing sheets. Okay. I have no points. I can't vote on anything. Ah! How rude! We have no action plan, and we only have 8 points, so we don't have anything that we can vote on. Looks like it's between saving energy, uh, using fabricators, or having our power turned off. Gosh darn it. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a Control-Shift-C, and we're going to say testing cheats true. Now I should be able to shift right click on this, and no, I didn't get that to go right. It is testing cheats true, right?
Testing sheets, space, true.
Right.
All lowercase.
I forgot the ing, that's what I did. Oops. Cheats true. There we go. Cheats are enabled. Woohoo! Now we're going to shift right click on the mailbox. We're going to go over here to give sim influence 15 points. And now we can go to our neighborhood plan, and we can say my favorite, which is self-sufficient. And we only have 2 points to add to that. So, well, you know what? No, we don't. We have 15 points to add to that. Okay. I know. I was going to be good and try and not to do the cheats, but with the neighborhood action plans, really don't like, especially if they give you like the anger one, the rough housing, or where they come in and they steal all your crap. Yeah, sharing is caring. It's like, come on, you're stealing. No, what, that sharing is not caring. Sharing is stealing all my stuff for yourself. So we'll just go ahead. Testing cheats false. And that will turn off the cheats. And I'll be a good girl and not cheat my way through this.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Right? Right up until something else happens and I'm like, no! No, my person's gonna die. Sometimes it's just easier and faster to travel than try to click on the houses or the building to get over to travel to it. The only thing is that it doesn't set you straight to where you want to go, but that's all right. So, is everybody enjoying this? Are you ready to buy Sims 4 and get Strangerville?
Not sponsored, not affiliated.
Okay,
Minaj.
let's see. It says, so question about the secret lab. What's this? The scientist about the secret lab.
Ah,
Clerks.
I haven't seen Crimson or Augustus to come over and visit me. Oh. Let's see. I used to work in the lab, but ever since the explosion, I have said too much. I can't share that information. Wow. Explosion. We want to listen in on your conversation, so
Balcony.
let's have a hug.
Bifanje Turip Bomsoy.
This guy right here that's wearing the cardigan is always your librarian.
Fefaruku, Beppa.
Oh,
Fefaru.
yo.
So, and then we can search through the archives, and the flea market has showed up.
Safis Wanifez Wano. Onabur. Sarpava. Plusame Wafata.
Dude, the librarian's horny. I can just tell by the way he's talking. There's a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, Yadabu. Swobif and Arva. Oh, Ashquambrinable.
There's a little kid.
Wapana. Enloy Alga.
Oh, yay, the youth festival. I hate the youth festival. Because if you don't give the blessing of youth to the child and you're there, they hate your guts afterwards for like a month. Let's see, who else? Oh, there's a scientist right there. What can you tell me? Okay, you have to get the dossier to be able to ask for that, for a key card.
Maybe Bene Avinides. Spoon Biff, Yadaboo, Olib.
Blonif Apolachava. Sminchida. Pizoi Bove.
So Grandma can stream and it's not a problem, but if I stream it's a big problem.
Why are you? How come you're cuddling up here? Yeah.
Because I'm not like.
That's so rude. Oh, you'll come over and see me while I'm streaming, but you.
Won't hang out with me. Doesn't like it when I stream.
Something fell. Okay. I just felt a thump. I hear you're good at haggling. I'm not good at haggling. Did you not see me get turned down and denied, and I was embarrassed for a whole couple of hours? I don't remember if the computers have anything. Oh, so that's nice. If I was in the military career and I was at level 5 or higher, I could ask for a key card. I have no job. I want to get to that next portion. Sheesh. Now, if I remember correctly, because I've gone through and searched all of this, the secret lab, I can't search it again. So I just have to go around and plant bugs and listen in on scientists and everybody. Did I plant a bug on you? Are you blinking? There's our superstar, Miss Julie Ward's there. Judith Ward, sorry. She's come to visit. Show off her star power. Make everybody go crazy. Why are there only kids floating around? What the hell? Come back here. I need to plant a bug on you. I saw it. Where'd it go? Plant bug. Plant a bug. Don't run away, scientists. I need you. Oh, there I am.
Ah, so.
Okay. Let's see. 9 bells. 8 bells. I always say 9. It's 8. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Visit the bar. And there's Mr. Ted walking around. Isn't he fun? Hey! I said to go to the bar, not to go potty. We can go potty at the bar. I like some of the little sayings that they put up for while you're on the loading screen. It's always fun.
Okay.
Hey, dude. I said go say hi to that dude. Thank you. My goodness.
Dalba.
Switching out
Alaba.
bartenders.
Flurbus.
So.
Dibawis Parasharozima. Frina de
Oh, Shushka.
Lavuda. Amizuk E. Shurgablu.
How many points do I have?
Grenoble.
Have very many points at all.
Mosenix. Fimby. Uh-huh. Yazub. Bimbus.
No, don't leave me. Come back.
Abadola. Barbaheg.
Micah.
Sanush.
Malachi.
You from the north?
Yeah.
You counting on me?
Get to know.
Nay.
I need you to be my friend.
Ibn-Nay. Bain trip, huh?
Ask to hang out.
Ah, Kangaroo.
Stick around for a little bit, dude.
Mobsy.
Ibn-Nay, Hapiam, Evan-Nay.
Chibi.
Let's see, what can we talk about?
The north?
Believe us out.
Let's talk about Strangeville.
The noise.
Ah, Chul. Sarpava.
Peachy.
I've been told that there, if anyone asks me for evidence, I should report them, but I'm starting to think the public should hear about what's going on. Well, come be my friend so that we can talk about, so I can ask about it. Because I have the relationship for you to say, okay, let's talk about it.
Yips.
Finoy Cho.
Scumage.
Ah, Beps and Nicoy.
Talk to me. Thank you.
Play. Tribna. K. West. Jabe Sturka. Zamonacero. Skim Bow. Sip Babe.
Whippasu Palingo. Canathoy. Benuffy. Sycophus. Ashi. Bossamu Bonds.
Stoba. Dag.
No, you can't say goodbye. Don't leave. How rude.
Bimby.
Hey, let's. You're in a playful mood. How about we We'll discuss interests too. Come on.
Ashkum.
Sorry. I like watching them get electrocuted.
Asibaba.
Yafaquarb.
I was not impressed with his silly
Yaza.
face. Oh, he
Bibis.
left me.
Jasa.
Cardu Sebi.
Ah, heartfelt compliment. Are you gonna stick around and talk with me? You left too. How rude. Oh, there's a friend. Ooh, what happens if I blackmail her? That was new. I hadn't seen that one before.
Spanaya.
Oh, look, she gave me 147. Nice. Oh, but I lost part of my evidence. Oh no.
Bibesa. Glaffy. Flazzle. Sub. Enkel Mifla. Bekanoy Shuna. Skeebs. Sapula. Huh?
How about that? I made money, but I lost evidence. Oh no.
Drobus Varick.
Hey, will you let me put... Do I have any more bugs on me? I'm out of bugs.
Gobi?
No beam flurba. Dwinksy. Happy
I have to pee. Go potty. Don't order a drink. You have to go to the bathroom. hate when the Sims are like close to needing to go to the bathroom and they go order a drink and then they pee themselves.
Yataboo. Rivix. Polypha.
I would modify 8 bells, but I'm not sure if Crimson really wants me to, because I usually like to put in places where Sims can go woohoo. Because like when you get asked out on a date or something, if I was on a date, I'd definitely do it. I bought a drink, but that's okay because he's hungry. I am meeting quite a few people. I got quite a few friends. Well, so to speak.
Deeful. Pana Harnip. Wissip. Rabanina. Swappa. Sul. Lovo Canathoy. Moochie Peach. Portia.
Did you give me my drink or did you just take my money and give it to somebody else? Dude, that bartender doesn't know how to do makeup. Look at her. She looks like a clown. That it's not a good color on you, chick. I got my drink. Yay. Hey, give me some potato chips too. Dude, and she just got really flirty. Right? Right? She likes my colander. She got all hot and bothered by my my get up here with my cowboy boots and my colander. Okay, I was gonna go home, and we're gonna listen in on some bugs and see if I have to buy more bugs. I hope I'm talking enough and not leaving too much dead air. Any questions so far? Is everybody having fun watching me play Sims? Okay, let's take a quick shower. Let's take a brisk shower. Get all hot and bothered. And then we'll listen in on. Oops, stop. Listen in on. I have 3 more people and I need 4, 15, 4. Yeah, 4. 4 pieces of evidence.
Whoosh.
Listen faster. Let's see, the order came from the very top. No one is allowed back in the lab. Nice. What does the scientist have to say? I think I'm going to need 2 more bugs.
Short. Ha-ha.
Do. Oh, I want to tell myself a story.
Numiv? Oh. Obey.
Tell yourself a nice little story there. Give me some points.
That
That thing in the lab. The whole town is in danger. There's a thing in the lab, and the whole town is in danger.
Harimo. Crankistabora. Waf Sibla.
And then we'll listen into Paradise, or whatever her name was. It's guys' night at the bar. Yeah. I would love to go, but doesn't mean you're gonna take me to the right bar. And I think I need 2 more bugs. Whee! I'm just a botanist. I don't know anything about space rocks. Okay. I need 3. I need 1 more. I need 1 more bug. Okay, I don't think there's anybody running around town. I don't think listening to the conspiracy person is gonna... Because it did say scientists and military personnel. Don't need you yet. There's a few running around. I him and show off his glorious exercise outfit. Where was I going? I don't know. I gotta keep moving. The military is on my tail. Ooh. Yikes. I feel for you, dude. And did that count? That did count. So nice. So you can talk to military personnel, curio shop, or conspiracy theorist, or the um, military to get your evidence.
Rasa, Imbuya, Pesanu, Nip
You got,
Nub,
you got.
Wasota La Yim,
Ooh,
Wibasihu,
and she got green eyes too.
Maiba, Finna Grow and a Herb, Me Boon Wanna Food,
Are you pregnant? No.
Cody
Okay.
Road Tribal,
Huh?
Zilni's a Torque,
I don't know. Most of because of the uh the mod that I have on mine, a lot of my people. Ooh, give me a card. She's gonna be like, no, give me a dossier.
Yapispar. Oh.
Yeah, same thing. I have one in my thing. Prep talk.
Ah.
Galink, Nermokrenkus, Ibishwatosa,
Bruna.
Rob, Dimple, William,
Papa.
Please don't be a klepto. I hate kleptos. She's paranoid. Nice. Let's see. What else can we? What else usually gets us? Discussing. Discussing interest and deep talking conversations usually also helps to let you know what the Sims,
Piguna.
uh,
Pimpini.
I guess, be their traits are. She's a vegetarian. She doesn't like meat. I can deal with that.
Luxinia. Zerkuni Swarspa. Veruda Kampol. Lumbik Jarl. Veringo.
Let me have a hug. Hey, girlfriend.
Azbuk.
Are you single?
Nova. Skuma.
Is she single? Is she?
Sistun Turib.
She is. Okay, I'm gonna flirt with her.
Clevite Boris.
Hey, woman, I think you're cute. Now watch, her last trait's gonna be a klepto, and I'm gonna be like, ah!
Wasota La Yim. Wibasihu. Maiba.
Yeah, but I only have 200 points, and it's 500 for observant. And I've already met her, so it's not gonna count anyways. I have to do it the hard way. You're cute. I'm gonna compliment her appearance and say, yeah, you're cute. You know what? As much as I like flirting with you and everything, I'm hungry. So I'll talk with you later. Let's see, what should we make for dinner? Let's take a chance with grilled cheese. Oh, don't know if you guys know this, but if there's a secret aspiration that you can collect, you have to eat 3 grilled cheeses in a row.
Oh, it still exists?
Yes. And then you can become a cheesehead.
I didn't know it still existed.
So let's change my cooking, and we'll do we'll do a family size of grilled cheese sandwiches. Yeah, it's a hidden talent.
Exynos?
And I have played around with it. You can like eat one and you can like take a bite of your grilled cheese and then tell them to stop eating and then tell them to eat it again. I've had it pop up that way.
Ornemka. Das Bura Floibna Chimene. Charnu. Wal Dalabura. Narimo. Crankistabora. Waf Sibla. Wasusa Falaru.
These stories seem really exciting because they always laugh afterwards too. Oh no! I'm burning down my house. Oh no, I'm burning down me. Extinguish. Put yourself out, dude. Well, now we need to take a shower. Oh, rude bud. Can I still make my sandwich? Hey, I can still make the sandwich.
Chimere.
I know. That was scary. I'm singed, covered head to toe in soot. Better wash this stuff off. The fire is out. Thank goodness the fire is over. Yeah, you should watch some cooking channels there, bud. Geez, you think you would have woke up a little bit, gotten a little bit of energy after catching on fire, right? Hey, at least I caught on fire and not my food.
I think that's a bad.
That was a Crimson of Chaos moment in the kitchen there.
I have not set myself on fire. My food is fire.
That was fun.
Oh. Huh?
Too bad he wasn't adventurous because he would have been all happy about that. Oh, I caught on fire. Woo! Yeah, I know you're tired, but you're also hungry. Okay. Bye. Have a nice night. Okay, we took a bite, so we stop eating, and then we eat again,
Huh.
and we took a bite, so we stop eating, and then we eat again. I'm fairly sure I was able to unlock it that way. I could be wrong. Might have to be the whole sandwich. Yeah. I lied. You have to eat 3 whole sandwiches. But he's tired, so we're going to go to sleep. Then we'll just get our leftovers. Dude. Alright, well, yeah, eat your sandwich, then you can go potty, and then you can eat another sandwich. It's okay, because I have one more sandwich after that one if I don't get my aspiration. Mail?
Ziauga.
Oh, $540 I owe them. I don't like you, Jane. Give me bills. Hate bills. Of course, who likes paying bills, right? That's why we do it online. Love the pee walk there, dude.
Stop letting him eat all this grilled cheese and let him pay.
I didn't realize that he was gonna wake up from sleeping and go eat a grilled cheese sandwich instead of going potty. Oh, oh, that would be rude to have a lactose intolerant sim eating cheese sandwich, grilled cheese sandwiches. You do like to torture your sims, don't you? The squeamish part probably wouldn't fall into it that much. Grilled cheese
Ah.
is a vegetarian meal, so that would be okay. But the lactose intolerant would make their tummy upset. Yeah.
Flows. Teams Carfacehorin. Dodevepi. Zamonacera.
Now I'm talking to myself.
Zamonacera.
You know, the nice thing about one of the things I really like about the crazy sims or the erratic sims is the fact that you don't need to there. Congratulations. Point has unlocked the hidden grilled cheese aspiration and can now find it in the food aspirations. So, let's take a gander at the secret grilled cheese. Um Completing this, you get this sim uh wants to eat, discuss, sleep, dream, and live grilled cheese sandwiches. They get a milk master and they can make their own grilled cheese. They can summon grilled cheese sandwiches and plant grilled cheese and paint grilled cheese paintings. That'd be cool. So, uh, talk to 3 different sims about grilled cheese. Eat 10 grilled cheese sandwiches. Grilled cheese sandwiches. Cook 3 group servings of grilled cheese sandwiches. Talk to 5 different sims about grilled cheese. And then your last portion of that is to eat grilled cheese sandwiches in space. How the hell do you do that? Cook an excellent quality grilled cheese sandwich and talk to the Grim Reaper about grilled cheese. So you have to find a sim to kill so that you can summon the Grim Reaper so that you can talk to him about grilled cheese. Right? That last one's tough. That's almost like um the public enemy. You have to witness a sim die to finish that one. What was I doing? I was doing location. Location, location, location. Okay. But I got sidetracked because you didn't know that the grilled cheese still existed. Yeah. So yeah, just eat lots of grilled cheese. I think it's 3, a total of 3 sandwiches. So,
Ah.
or you have to
Possible.
eat one sandwich in sections and then eat another sandwich and you get it. So that's what I did. That's what we just witnessed was that I ate 2 sandwiches and got it. Hi, Ellis. Yes, I know exactly what I'm doing when I'm playing Sims 4. I do not know exactly what I'm doing the rest of the time, streaming or anything else. It's all a hit or miss. Now, for those of you who are sitting there still trying to figure out what the April Fool's is hello everyone. I am Black Lily. I am Crimson of Chaos's mother and I am streaming Sims 4 and we're doing the aspiration of Strangerville and we're trying to find out the mystery behind Strangerville. So I need. What? so, so April Fools, I am not Crimson of Chaos. I am Black Lily. And I have no idea. This is my first time streaming and talking to people. Well, I talk to chat usually when I come up and yell at Crimson or try to scare her while she's playing and streaming and stuff. Um, I when she was in Washington, I was her number one fan, and I was at every single stream that she did because it was a way for us to keep in contact. Since she's moved in with me, I now babysit the puppies. And so when you guys ask for pets and stuff, she texts me and says, "You need to pet the dogs," and then I pet the pups. So, oh, well, when she had those on. So, but yeah, I just usually mainly um sit and watch the puppy dogs so that they don't interfere with her streaming.
I was like, that's not Crimson's voice.
Yes, yeah. Crimson is not sick. She she does not have a cold.
Not anymore. I used to, like 2 weeks ago.
We do sound very similar, but there is some differences. Let's see. I need one more person to bug. Ah, there's a scientist. Hi, friend. Let me talk to you. Go talk to her. What do you want? Let's see. Hey, Point. I think I have a crush on Kaylee. Blah, 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 blah. Pardo. Do you think I should? Do you think it's worth a shot? Uh, Kaylee wasn't my girl, right? Sure, go for it. I forgot what my girl's name is. Oh, no, my girl's Crystal Grimes. Grimes.
Rogaba.
Hey,
Yiplas.
give me a hug.
Huh? Yitorba
It's
Melfort?
scary around here. I want a hug.
Shuska Upud. Yiflawanor? Tuh. Yakana Namit.
I had a fire. I caught myself on fire. I'm scared.
Oh,
I need a hug. Alright.
Fini.
Huh?
Yiflawanor? Tuh.
Do I have any more bugs?
Yakana Namit. Pirasha.
I have one more bug.
Niwa.
Weasel frog.
Hi, friend. Oh, thank you, everybody.
Floopy Yaspa. Ship Noah.
I'm finally stopped shaking and everything, and I'm feeling a little more relaxed and and enjoying this. So I'm just worried that I'm not explaining enough or talking enough or leaving dead air.
Dag.
You're doing better than me when I play Sims.
Life cannot.
So,
Oh,
oh look, we can talk about grilled cheese. Talk,
Naba Flarzo.
except I'm not on that one.
Arobi Sapino? Knobs.
Quick, switch over. Let's get points for talking about grilled cheese.
Oh,
Kamui.
Isn't it great? Grilled cheese is so awesome.
children.
Ella says, oh my god, Mel, you're doing great. I would never know this was your first time.
Let's see. I wanted to plant a bug on you, dude. Okay. No, you cannot have $1. But my telemarketing scam.
Oh, I told Jer about that too. Because Jer was like, I think Jer gave her $1, and they were like, "Oh, we're good friends," but she keeps asking me for so many simoleons, and it's like, Jer, that's a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. And they're like, "No, No way.
Yeah, she first asks you for $1, and then it's like 1,000 simoleons, and so and it just keeps going, and she keeps telling you that she's going to pay it back, and you're like, so when you finally get, like, when she gets really high up, and you're like, no, give me my money, and she's like, fine, and she like gives you like half of it back.
How are you supposed to develop your MLM if no one will give you $1?
I'm stingy. I don't have a lot of money, and I don't have a job, so I have to. Although I did leave him with quite a bit of money, because after all of my modifications to the house, and making sure he had enough fun and everything, I gave him. I did some kachings so that he had like $1,700, so, or 17,000, so that I could buy stuff and not have to worry about him going to work. All right, here we go. Now, who was my military guy that I was friends with? That is not the right thing. That's my inventory.
Ah, you boostous nerd.
He's... Yeah, Malachi is the one that I'm friendliest with. I met Dominant Fries. He's an NPC sim that you can, or not a... He's a playable sim. He lives in Windenburg.
Ellen says I'm trying to decide what game I want to play, but first I need to pick a system. You should just laugh at chat instead of talking back.
Well,
You're supposed to talk with chat.
how am I supposed to answer what game they should play if they don't know what system they want to play on? I know Sims 4 is on Xbox and PlayStation 4. I have tried them on that, but the build, I don't like building on a control pad. It's too difficult. I like mouse. So play Sims. On the PC, Sims 4, I suggest waiting for Steam, because Steam will put Sims 4 on sale, and you can get the expansion packs for a cheaper price. I would have done it, but I've been playing Sims since the very beginning when Sims 1 was out, and so all my Sims are on EA, and I happen to have every single pack that there is, and all of the kits and all the game stuff and everything. So it's like I look for things when I'm playing on Crimson's computer, and it's like, where is it? Oh, you don't have that one. You don't have that set. I can't use it.
Oh, it says I could play Sims, but I don't want to turn my laptop back on.
Let me...
Oh, this also says, oh my god, wow, that's awesome.
Let's see. Let me buy a...
I'm gonna fight you, cat. Here comes the president!
Washington, you are outgunned! What? Outmanned! What?
I got something going on.
Oh.
Hamilton's coming through. What's happening? I'm outnumbered and I'm outmanned. Oh my god. Oh no. What's happening? Did somebody pay for something? Okay. Thank you for that sound bit. I I don't know what Crimson is laughing too hard at me right now to be able to tell me what the hell's going on. So, thank you for whatever you did.
So there's a video that I really like that is just it's Hamilton and he just yells, "Pay your fucking taxes."
Oh, you're right. I didn't pay my bills. Thank you. Thanks for the reminder that I needed to pay my bills.
But I made it into the sound alert so people can play it for 1,000 rars.
Okay. Well, thank you for spending 1,000 roars. That was awesome. Everybody's telling you to breathe. What?
You were so panicked. You're like, what's happening?
She's laughing at me because I panicked because I didn't understand what was going on because of the sound alert. I'm sorry. I hope you guys are having an awesome chaos moment right there. I hope I'm not making all of you not be able to breathe.
Oblish. Bernala Flow.
So I wanted to show you guys the other shirts that are available. Oh shoot. It's not a hot weather shirt. Okay. So when we went to the curio shop, we went and bought the shirt and the hat, and there's other designs. So there's the dead cow plant. There's the one that I was wearing. There's an alien over the mountains sucking somebody up. There is a mad gnome because you didn't give him the right treat on Gnome Day or on Harvest Day. And he goes around and breaks all your stuff. Sorry, excuse my language. There's Emily, the Loch Ness monster from Windenburg down at the bluffs that you can see. If you guys want to see her, I will go and get her. There's a vampire, and then there's a Yeti. I'm gonna go with this one because he's a knowledge sim, so he likes aliens and crap. Oops, I was gonna look at his different hats. There's a silver hat, a gray hat, a black hat, and then the copper hat that we're wearing.
Yeah, so I was told to be breathe deeply reading this because Hair says I would wear that UFO over the mountain one. So Hair, I think you missed it. One of my sound alerts played and Mom panicked, which killed me.
There once was a ship that put to sea.
All right,
The ship
with
was
11
the
viewers.
The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down. Blow, my bully boys, blow.
Now that one I know. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to the Tiger Jungle. We are in the middle of our April Fool's stream.
You gotta do the thing.
What do I? Oh, I
Okay.
paused.
Okay, you switch to chatting for a hot minute so that you can greet everybody.
Okay.
So.
Welcome, Raiders. We're in the middle of our April Fool's joke. I am not Crimson of Chaos. I happen to be her mother, Black Lily, and I have taken over her stream for April Fools to fool the Tiger Jungle. So I do not stream. I just support Crimson and so she does have a Ko-fi if you wanna donate there. Bits are always welcome, never asked for. I am playing Sims 4 and I am playing in Strangerville and I am trying to find out the mystery of Strangerville. So far we have gone around and talked to people to find out different things. We went to the secret lab and we looked at a door and now I am trying to get a dossier together by collecting evidence so that I can get a key card so I can open the door. So,
Tell
um,
Megan that they needs to stand up, stretch, de-stream, and all that jazz. That's what's chill.
if you guys need to stand up, stretch, anything like that, why we're welcoming the Raiders to go for it. Crimson actually plays JP's
JRPGs.
JRPGs.
If you want to, just
She
throw on one of my stream. See where it says stream?
no.
Here.
There's a lot of streams.
Hello, hi.
Stop
Your
talking.
streamer has brought you to the Tiger Jungle, an unknown location within the galaxy. I'm Crimson, and I promise we're a great bunch to hang out with. And if you need a little convincing, I have something to show you. How goes this stream? It goes like this. That was annoying. Oh! I done did die. It's
That's
a
one
yak.
fine yak you've got there. What an adorable face.
Look at that yak.
You might not want to lean in too close.
Why?
Ah,
that is nasty.
That's why.
But I will ask the mercenaries to remain stationed here. And Kazuha is here too. Hopefully this will serve to reduce the pressure you are under.
Well received, Your Excellency.
Did you know that Chrétien promoted motivational and active creativity? I've also heard that it encourages self-expression and enhances concentration. A true mind revitalizer and emotions balancing stone. Aether!
You mean?
How's it gonna go? JJ made it into second. Yay! Bye, Dr. D. Sure.
Oh, what is that?
That's too good. Okay, let's. Yep.
You can unmute yourself.
Okay, so that's Crimson and some of the stuff that she does. And like I said, I'm her mom. I stole her stream today because it's April Fools, and we were trying to see if the normal Tiger crew could figure it out.
They've been doing
So
pretty good this
they
entire time.
did pretty good. So
Okay.
so help me.
You're working on it. You gotta slow down.
So yes, I know exactly what I'm doing when I'm playing Sims 4. I do not know what I'm doing when I'm streaming. So
Excuse you, made your mother's laughter. She was laughing at all of the clips, which kind of interrupts the raid video. Anyway, you're almost at 2 hours, but since there was a raid, probably go with another.
I'm gonna at least finish this because I need to do my dossier here. So compile the secrets. Ta-da! Now I need to find a stupid key card. I can go to the curio shop and buy one, but it's like 1,000 sim bucks. So yes, that's the easy way. do we want to go the easy way? No, because that's not chaos, right? So I was going to invite a military dude over, hopefully, to try and talk him into giving me one. I cannot invite the guy that I know the best over. Okay, so is he in town then? Malachi, where are you? Malachi, there you are. Where are you, dude? Way over there. I found him. Let's discuss our favorite band. We're also gonna... Don't you believe in me? Hurry up, hurry up. Come on, Point. My character's name is Point Dexter. He is an erratic genius, and I forgot what the other one was. Hey, just getting started. Played Sims for 5 hours. Woo! No, I have played Sims for more than 5 hours. Crimson has played Sims for 5 hours.
Sims for longer than that too.
So, okay. Well, hey, come back here. Dude, I'm talking to you. Malachi, don't run away. I want my key card. Look, I really should not be doing this, but you seem like you can help. I can't. Okay. Look, I really should not be doing this, but you seem like you can help with this terrible situation. Take this key card. This will give you access to all the doors in the secret lab. Just be careful. No one has been down there since we sealed the doors. Yay, I got my key card. Woot woot. So now we have to go to the secret lab and we have to open the door. I'm tense because I caught myself on fire making grilled cheese sandwiches for those of you who rated and have stuck around. Yeah, it was pretty intense there. I was trying to burn myself to death. And I would be game over if that happened.
That would be really unfortunate.
Because, yeah, it'd be bad if I died. Okay, so, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to go... You're not going to go wash your hands or drink water. You're going to go... You're going to leave everybody behind. And we're going to go to the secret lab. Are you guys ready for this? We're going to open the door. We're on to the next mystery of Strangeville. We're going to open that secret door and see what happens. I am having fun. I am. I was very nervous when I first started. And I was afraid I was going to screw everything up. But since I'm playing Sims, I'm doing just fine.
Other than saying that your Sims are getting hot and bothered.
They were sitting there and they were talking all flirty.
But I don't say hot and bothered or horny on my screens.
Well, that's what they get for not knowing who you are. Okay, so we're going to use our key card and open up the door. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Yeah, you were right about your computer getting hot playing Sims. I can feel the heat coming off of it.
Do we need to send these Sims to horny jail? What Dr. Keith said.
Do we need to send these Sims off to horny jail? No, they just need a good woohoo. Uh-oh! Did you guys see the plants grew? Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry.
She got into her rhythm. She was really
Yeah.
nervous at first, but then got into her rhythm. Now
So
she's
what
having so much
happened?
fun.
So we came down here.
It doesn't help
Um, we got stuff over here. Oh, voting is now closed. Self-sufficient one. Woohoo! Yay! Yay me! So there's a door. You use the key card, and it's like no. Achoo! Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh.
Did he die? Did you
Uh,
kill him?
I hope not. No, I passed out. Oh. Oh no. I got him possessed. He's been infected.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, don't walk into the blue stuff. I didn't. These spores are too toxic to pass without protection. Question about spores around town and see if there's some way to protect yourself. Entry note, entry into your book. Uh, construct a modified hazmat suit to get through toxic spores and explore deeper into the secret lab. So, yeah, no, I didn't walk into the spores before.
Wow.
I do not, I cannot use this, so there's more stuff I need to do. Oh, good, I came back to normal.
Oh, you weren't insane for long.
Okay, I wasn't possessed for very long. So we need to collect spore clusters, assemble a hazmat suit, and traverse into the deeper part of the secret lab. So, to collect the spore clusters, we need to find an infection scanner by questioning military personnel at the local bar. Once you have one in your inventory, scan the ground to reveal the spore clusters. So we're done. We've gone as far as we can into the secret lab, and now it's time to go home. So let's go home. Whee! What's this? I'm sitting here waiting to see the question.
That was me.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's you. Okay.
No, it's because Hair said, "Hey, Leo,
Oh,
I have a
okay.
question for you. I may have an answer." And Hair came back with, "Oh, that's so cute."
So the bloom begins. Leaving the secret lab, you can't help but notice the sky has shifted to an eerie color. Something has changed in Strangerville, and not for the better. Opening that lab door must have released some kind of toxic into the air. You need to find a way to protect yourself from the toxic spores in the secret lab. Try talking to other people around town and see if they know anything that might help. So it has begun. Now, if you notice, since she has the weather on hers, you'll notice that my weather has changed to strange weather. It's warm, and every week is gonna be strange weather, or every day is gonna be strange weather. Even though she has seasons, even in winter, it's going to be strange weather and it's going to be warm. So, if you happen to have, is it the backyard? Do you have the slide, the slip and slide?
Yes.
The backyard fun?
Yes.
So, if you happen to have, build mode. And it would be in the outdoor stuff. Where's my slip and slide? So, Jaws of Death 1 water slide. And this is from the outdoor pack. I believe it's outdoor. Fun in the sun. If you are looking for it be a game pack, it's actually a game pack, and so it's like $15-$20 for this pack, and just look for the one with the person on the slip and slide, so to be able to get these outdoor items. I just have to find a spot where... Oh! I'd have to cheat, or I'd have to move my decorations. Trees, move!
You can't fit it on your lot.
I can, I just have to move stuff around. That should do it. Oh, I have to move everything over. I've done it before, I know I can do it again. There we go. Nice white shark. Did you ever buy bowling? You didn't buy.
No, I don't have.
You don't have the bowling set. Bowling's fun too.
That's the next one.
You can add soap to the slip and slide. So yeah, so as you can see, all of the plants around town have gotten bigger. We can taunt the plant, we can nurture the plant, we can take pictures of the plant. Okay, we added soap, and now we can slide, and we can slide tricks. And bubbles! Because chaos. Oh! Oh, that looked painful. And he's all bubbly. And as you can look around town and everything, you can now see that we have little spores flying around town. Little pink things that look like fairies. Okay. Hey, my friend, Malachi. Let's question you about the spores in the lab while you're still visiting me. And I'm all bubbly.
Mulet Spagorbine, Wanj, Siska Thanika
There's a side conversation happening.
What did I miss?
Shalba McCorbin.
Hair was saying that she has all the cute friends, and Dr. D said, "I'm not cute," and I'm like, "You're cute too, Dr. D. Don't lie." And everybody's like talking about that, and I'm like, "Everyone's cute in the Tiger Crew. I am captain. My word is law."
That is right. Okay, so what do we know about the spores? I just got this new infection scanner. It is really cool. It can, that is classified information, but you can convince me maybe I can give you one. So let's see. I can seduce him for this scanner. I can impress him for this scanner. I can bribe him. What do we want to do? Or we can fight him.
Harry says, I've never seen Crimson's face, but I'm sure you're cute too, because I only have cute friends.
Aw, that's so sweet. Oh, sorry, it's for.
Oh, you're fine. I was almost expecting you to be like, little do you know.
Really? You think am I that mean of a mother? I only say that joking, that you're not cute. You're so not cute.
I'm gonna die again.
All right, so do we want to seduce, impress, or do we want to fight?
Fight because you're gonna lose.
Fight because I'm gonna lose. Okay.
Lafitub Fibose. Jewel. Zarzuya Yerblik. Moochie Peachy.
Okay, we're going to fight him for it. Give me it.
I mean, you're covered in bubbles.
Right? Oh! The bubbles are making it so you can see me in the dust cloud. That fight looks kind of painful. I won!
Zerpa nooch.
Hey! Alright. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Always save after you get a good thing. Yay, victory! Yes, victory.
I did that for you.
Thank you, Crimson. That's right. I beat up the big boss. That's one of the things is that I will sit there and I'll spend like a day playing Sims and have all this cool stuff happen, and I'll have forgotten to save, and then my game crashes or something bad happens. And it's like all that work, a whole week down the drain. So you scan, and technically the best place to actually scan for spores is at the lab, but just so that we can see what the scanner looks like. Right? One of the possessed dudes, he ate a bizarre fruit. Don't eat bizarre fruits. And if you're playing a vampire, don't drink one of the guys that are walking around like that. Unless you want to walk around like that. I thought there's none around my house? How rude. Oh, you're eating my fruitcake. Nice. Okay. So we need to collect 15 spores, so back to the lab we go. After I drink my water. My back is itchy. Okay, I'm stopped.
That's what the world needs to know.
Hey, there's another spot that's itchy, but I didn't say that
Ew,
one.
No,
Oh, dude.
I hate it here. I made bad choices.
Oh, you're enjoying it. You're having fun not streaming but not streaming. Yeah, once again, I forgot to mention your Ko-fi. Somewhere on her screen, I don't know where because I just see Sims. There's a Ko-fi if you want to donate to Crimson. Give her some money.
Wow.
So that I don't have to.
Wow.
Okay, that was fun. I'm sorry. She has an awesome mother, right, peoples? What do they say about that?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet? Okay. I thought that was a good shill.
Good job.
Give her money so I don't have to. Is that right? I hope you all.
Yes,
So-
agreed.
I hope you all are enjoying this. I hope you're having fun discovering Strangerville. You also may have noticed for April Fools there are a couple tier 1
There's one tier 1
sticker. Oh, there's a follower emote and there is a tier 1 sticker of Black Lily that you guys can use for today. So
I'm keeping the chaos one.
you're keeping the chaos one?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're gonna get to keep the Lily Chaos, so yay! Yay me!
I think actually Lily Chaos and Lily Hunt are gonna stay around because Lily Hunt is in one of my follower emote slots that I
Okay.
never knew what to do with. And then I replaced the Crimson Swirls with the Chaos.
Yes.
Because nobody uses the swirls anymore.
And sometimes when I do, when I co-op with Crimson on some video games, which we haven't done in a while, but like playing Among Us and stuff, I get very confused, and so that's why the Lily Ha is in the, what was it, the follower. So, like I said, the best place to look for spores is at the secret lab. Every time you scan, but you have to wait a while to scan. Once you scan, you have to take a little bit. So we're gonna nurture this plant.
Harbinger says this has been fun enjoying and hear about friends sort of some stuff over here.
Oh, I'm glad you're having fun, Harbinger. He said, and they're
Or just
hair. They're okay. When you nurture the plant, you'll notice that it goes poof, and then you can collect a bizarre fruit. You want to harvest bizarre fruits. Do not eat them unless you want to walk around like a crazy person. There's a good side and a bad side to being possessed. For the most part, your day's normal. At midnight, you turn into the people that are walking around all, you know, and and that lasts until 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. So from about midnight to 4 a.m., you're walking around possessed. You can't do anything with your sim. You can just sit there and watch them run around.
Sarah says you can taunt the plants.
Yeah, taunt the plants and they make you dizzy. Yeah, kick them and they spore you. So, but if you nurture them, you get bizarre fruits. They'll poof and they'll give you a bizarre fruit. Yay! And you can take a pretty picture of the plant too. Ta-da! So we can scan here. Yeah, at the secret lab, when you're able to scan and everything, you'll get 5 of the spores at a time. Right now we need 15. Later on we need a lot more. Because technically what we're gonna end up doing is, I don't think I have it where we can see downstairs. No, I don't. Oops. Inventory. So technically, every time you come back to the secret lab, you have to open up the door if you're going further into the lab. Hit you, bless you. when we get a little bit further done with our thing, we'll be using the bizarre fruit and those spores to make a potion down here at the secret lab. So you definitely want to get as many spores and as many bizarre fruits as you can. You can also go to other towns and actually find spore. I have found spores in other towns also. But like I said, the best place to come for spores is in the lab. Okay, so we've collected our spores. And we collected our spores. Now we need to go and get the hazmat suit, so we go back to town or back to our home. I haven't seen much of the Sims 4, so this has been interesting. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I like Strangerville. Strangerville is actually based off of Strangeville from Sims 1, where the Curious family and John Smith and Jenny Smith, uh, their son Johnny Smith, the alien family happens to be. So, and where Bella Goth runs around as a NPC. So, actually, I think that's actually Sims 2, not Sims 1. Sorry. So, but technically, that's where Strangerville is supposed to be. Although they do not have the Smith family in here. The closest you can get to the Smith family from Sims 2 is with Johnny Zest, who is in Oasis Springs, and that is Oasis Springs is actually one of the first is in the base game. So the desert, yeah. It's the desert town in there, and then and yeah, in well, technically, Strangerville is more of the alien aspect because you get the scientist and everything. I think the scientist tracked and get going or go to work or whatever
Where you go with them to the science.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's get to work.
So get a job or something like that.
Eric says I played The Sims 2. This sounds familiar.
Yeah. So, yeah, Oasis Springs is technically would be the same as like Strangeville for The Sims 2. And you can find the Goth family in Willow Creek. You can find the Clanton and Donnie Lothario in Oasis Spring. Johnny Zest would represent the Smith family, and he's in Oasis Springs. So if you like the Sims 2 characters, that's where you can find them. And they're playable. They have their house and everything. You just have to go in and click on them. Otherwise, they act just like NPCs. If you want the playable Sims, like the original ones, not to age or anything, you need to go in and just go in, save the game, and come back out, and then you can play your Sims. And if you have like the game option gameplay where you have the autos aging off, they won't age until you play them. So, oh, you don't have your Sims aging.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I did not realize that. Uh, I usually have the active house only aging, so I did not realize that I was not growing older. So that's okay.
I mean, if you want to change it to like he is,
No, dude, that's fine.
I can change it back when I go to play my characters.
Yeah, you might forget, and then
true.
Crimson will,
And
and
then
then
Augusta
Augusta will become an old lady. You'll be like, no. So, okay. So what are we doing? Oh, that's right. We're assembling a hazmat suit. So we need to go and talk to, not my girlfriend. Erwin's in tonight. No, my girlfriend's not working. Um, once you get your key card and uh um your little scanner, any evidence that you have you can sell. So sell all evidence. So you can make money. You'll notice that most conspiracy theorists are paranoid and erotic. They like to talk to themselves.
Tell Tentacle thanks for the lurk.
Who's lurking?
Tentacle.
Thank you, Tentacle, for the lurk. We appreciate it. All views count. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy.
No, Bob.
Okay. I need to talk.
Yodi Bibna. Yodi Bibna. Arnanusit. Sweeb. Isniba. Hey.
Yabo. Kipoy Banahishina. Siboya Kaloof. Gish double you. But up. New lits.
Huh?
She's a regu.
Okay. I have a couple of those hazmat suits in my secret inventory. I doubt they will do much good without a spore filter, but I would be willing to sell it to you if you are still interested. So we'll try haggling and see if we can get a better price. I don't remember if the special stuff will let you get a good deal. I'm not very good at haggling. Yeah. Hey! Good. Now, do you do it for the special stuff? Secret inventory. No. I can't buy the hazmat. The hazmat suit is 1,000, so. But since I had, hey, don't go to bed, ugh, dude. How rude. I didn't get to use my discount. I'm very sad now. But I'm also confident because I knew how to, because I haggled. Okay. Well, since I'm so awake and I need to talk to military personnel, guess where we're going? 8 Bells the bar, because that's where the military people hang out. Right after I go to the bathroom and wash my hands. After I finish telling myself a story. It's better than knitting on the toilet.
And then they never get off the toilet.
Right? Sims, with the knitting nifty, if they go to the bathroom and start knitting, they will stay until they finish their project. Which comes in handy if they won't resume a project for some reason. You know, you tell them to finish their prod. Oh, guess what, peoples? Shoot, I'll have to show you. If you notice, my sim just freaked out. Unfortunately, I was already heading off to the bar, so we'll have to see if it happens at the bar. But I don't know if you noticed that the vines came up out of my sink. It hasn't happened here. So now I'm a little paranoid because scary botanophobia. What is going on there? These plants are getting out of control. Now I'm gonna go scream at everybody because I'm terrified, and I'm gonna terrify other people. I don't like you. Why don't I? Oh.
He's the one you fought.
Oh, so he's all pissed off at me. My friend is now pissed off at me because I fought him for the key card. I guess I ought to apologize, huh? Oh, look! Brittany Cho. Another star. But she is just an NPC. She's not a playable sim, so. But you also can't talk to her because she's a 5-star. But anytime she does anything, everybody's gonna watch her. I'm all happy because I saw a celebrity. Yay me.
Get Flamouche! Dombila! No, Flamouche.
See? She's flirting with me.
Niblin Sabricia.
Flamouche, boo Flamouche. Flurna. Yebs! Woo! Whippa guas! Woo! Wabadabs! Charnu Shabni!
Okay. So you're saying it's time to take a break? Well, it probably should because Dad's probably tired and wants to sleep. And I do talk kind of loud, so. And we get really loud when we laugh.
Sarpava, Plusame Wafadub,
This bartender, Rebecca Clark, she's actually from the university. You can play her. She is in Ubright, or the University of Brenton. She is a language. She does language and something else for her degree, and she's on the debate team. So, or you can have her join the debate team. So, okay, we're gonna send him home, and then I'm gonna have Crimson help me close stream because Lurking Gopher is working days and it's his bedtime. So, and I'm loud. So we did pretty good. We got through the first 2 tiers of the Strangeville mystery solving, and we're getting closer and closer to finding out the secret of the secret lab. Oh, I did want to show you, this is what freaked out my sim, is these little vines right here. And the only way to get rid of them is to clear out the vines, because if they grow, you cannot use your items until you clear out the vines. They will come up out of the sink, the toilet, the shower, your bathtub, so and it freaks the Sims out something fierce. While we're cleaning, we'll clean up my fire mess too.
This is so exciting.
Yes. Luckily, the vines only happen in Strangerville, so if you're getting tired of the vines while you're playing in Strangerville, you have two solutions. Take a break and move on to a different family that's not in Strangerville because every house now will get these vines. The other solution is to finish the aspiration and become the Strangerville hero because that's what we're working forward to is the hero of Strangerville. So so yeah, I usually have to take a break because the vines start to get, especially when you're playing with a large family and you have multiple showers and or bathrooms and everything, the vines get really, really tiring to have to clean out so that you can go to the bathroom. And kids can't, only teens, young adults, adults, and elders can clean out the vines. Children cannot, and they will panic and then pee all over your house because they can't use the bathroom. So, all right. Thank you for joining us on this April Fool's Day. Once again, I am Lily. I am Black Lily, Crimson of Chaos's mother. I stole her stream to fool the Tiger crew. Thank you, Raiders, for coming in and joining us. Really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around. I am going to actually hand it over to Crimson so that she can do her normal closeout and whatever she needs to say to you guys. Thank you again. We will probably plan on doing another stream where I take over just so that we can finish off and become the heroes of Strangerville. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Harris says, thank you for stealing the stream. It was fun.
Oh. Well, hi. 'Tis I, the real Crimson. Alright, let's save this. Harris says, good night, Mom.
Good night, chat. Sweet dreams.
Exit game, save and exit. Thanks for streaming, of course. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for joining us on this April Fool's Day. And yeah, eventually we will plan and try to get another day where we can continue that so that we can see the end of the Strangerville Heroes type thing. I don't know. Aspiration. But yeah, that was good fun. I was bored. Alright, let's see who to raid. Oh, that's right. I goofed. That's what happened.
I didn't do it.
No, that was on me. I had a blast. I'm glad. And yes, if you are subscribed, copy that first message that Dr. D has dropped. And if you're not subscribed, copy that second message. Let's see who to raid. Let me. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad. I thought so too. It was a lot of fun to watch. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Jer's playing Mario Kart. J-Palm's still playing Hades. Thanks for the fun stream, of course. Ellis, do you know how long Jer's gonna play Mario Kart for? Well, let's see. I rated Jer recently, though. I think. I might just send you all to Jer so that, just because I'm gonna end up there anyways. It's okay. We'll raid Jer. That's what I feel like doing. That's what we're gonna do. You can't stop me. Chaos! Oh, that's right.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, everybody, once again. I super appreciate it. Thank you, everybody that chatted with us today. I super appreciate you. Thank you, everybody that lurked today. I super appreciate you. Thank you once again, Kevin, for that raid. I super appreciate it. And yeah, so we will be back again on Sunday for some art. We're just going to chill, vibe, get some art done, probably try and finish that Galaxis piece that I've been working on. Hopefully I don't have a reason to cancel again. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Make sure you get something to drink, stretch, stand up, and all that fun jazz. Give some tiger love to Jer. And then, yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. Get the good snoozes. Have a wonderful day in the daytime and all that jazz. And I'll see you again on Sunday. Love you all. Bye.